Alright, Tubes, here's your update on the Miata. We finally got it back and done. And the guy, it took a lot of doing, but we got him to fix the hood, and he replaced the fender. And they actually did a decent job on the hood. I'm surprised, because I thought it was going to look like hell, but they did a good job on it. And even the fender, they did a good job on the fender. The paint is a little bit, the texture is a little different. It's more orange peel than the rest of it. The first paint job was beautiful.
Yeah.
I handed to the guy, you know, I mean, he really did a beautiful job the first time. But the second time here, like I say, it's a shade off, and we'll deal with it because the dark color you really can't tell. You can tell here on the doorpost and the fender. You got a little bit of a glare, but like I say, it's acceptable considering what happened. But before we were able to get a guy to do it and everything, man, he was giving us, we sat with him, I got about 10 minutes of footage of what I did. I turned my camera on and just sat it on my lap, didn't even know it was on, so we got some audio. And even back here, they tried to get the paint off, and I guess they did the best they could. And over here they did. But anyway, I got about 10 minutes of audio. I'm only going to let you hear about 4 of it because the rest was just bullshit, and it'll make you sick. Just listening to the guy bullshitting. But what did he say, buddy?
It was something.
He was trying to explain.
He said he was trying to explain to us how it got dented. The fender got dented.
Yeah. Well, first he admitted it didn't get dented because he's there every day, and he knows everything that goes on. And there ain't no way this car left. He actually got in an argument with me. You know, I told him, that they took a joyride, and he says, no, ain't no way. And then later on, I got video of him telling us he wasn't even there Thursday, so the day he wasn't there, he's saying that they never left the yard. But anyway, like Dirtbike was telling you, he's telling us, he finally admitted, he says, oh, we think you hit the paint booth. And I said, well, if you hit the paint booth, the dent was from the inside. They had to run something over about 50 miles an hour to dent the quarter panel from the inside. And that's when he said the car never left the yard and all that bullshit. What else did he say? Oh.
Yeah, he said it blew up.
He said they did the body work on the fender, and it was still wet when they put it in the paint booth, and the body putty blew up. And that's where the dent came from. You know? I mean, it's just so sickening. I didn't even go to pick the car up with him after that because I didn't want to get involved with this guy. I let Daddy Dirtbike and a friend of his deal with it. So.
Yeah, I didn't even go.
Yeah, little Dirtbike was in school at the time.
I don't want to see that guy again.
No. So if you do go to Maaco, just be aware. You know, make sure you take your mileage readings and look at their paint job. Look at the work they do. So I don't know what else to tell you, but just beware. I mean, they're just no good line son of a bitches. So that's it. But it is what it is. The rest of the car looks great, and like I say, even other than a slight orange peel, they did a pretty decent job. So I'll give the painter kudos. He did a decent job, and they just must have had a different guy painting the second time. So, all right, there you go. I'm gonna put about 4 minutes of video, no, 4 minutes of audio, and all you're gonna see is a little tree, because like I say, it was on my lap, and I just wanted to record this guy. So we appreciate all the comments you guys made, and all the support, and all the advice. But this is it. In the end, it come out. It looks okay. We just had to go through a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
All right. So there you go. There's your update. All right. Say goodbye, buddy.
All right, buddy.
All right. Another episode, another adventure. Road King and the boys.
Get ourselves into.
Yeah. What could go wrong? All righty. Enough of this.
For Saturday, stuff happens. I need to know. I don't care.
Sure.
I said, I don't want things like this to happen. I said, I was in the dark. John was in the dark until Saturday.
Yeah.
I said, I get a call, and Saturday, if, like no one told me anything happened to the car.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So we're going to fix the hood. I don't know what those minutes are from. They say they kind of, when they were moving, I guess, like they moved part around, and I guess they bumped the booth and they dented the fender. That's what I was told. You know.
Well, the fender was dented from the inside, so they must have ran over something when they were joyriding.
No, never what?
When they were joyriding it, right?
Why would you say we were joyriding the car?
Well, because the front license plate was on the floor when we dropped it off.
Well, you know why, right?
Because that's where we put it. And then we went to look at the car. It was in the front windshield. Why would you put the license plate in the front
So you
windshield?
didn't lose anything.
So you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
Why would you lose it? Why would you lose it on the floor?
This stuff gets blown all over the place. They blow the car up before they get it over to the side of the booth. I
I'm
can't
not
tell
gonna
you how
argue
many
with that.
times stuff's been blown out of the car
Yeah.
because it wasn't either in a box, in a bag, or where it was supposed to be. It blows right out. I can't tell you how many times they blew emblems out of cup holders. They blew license plates underneath the seat. You couldn't even see it because it got stuck up in the seat. Because they're just, you gotta remember, it's production shop, they're going fast.
Yeah.
That car did not move off this lot. That car came right through the fence. They prepped it. It sat over there longer than it.
Well, the dent is from the inside out, so they didn't bump into a booth or nothing like that.
Unless they tried to cover it up
Something,
and.
they hit something at a high speed, got caught in the wheel well. I mean, that's not a dent, man. That's a stretch. In
The car never left the lot. If that's
Yeah.
what you're insinuating, I'm gonna tell you right now, the car never left the lot.
No?
Never.
Well, we
The car
got,
sat over there for 4 days.
like I said, I'm not going to argue with you because we took the mileage before we dropped it off, and it's definitely different. You know, and it's not
Either way.
from here to the back.
He's making good on it.
I know, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
making good.
You know, it's your car. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying. I mean, I work for Maaco. I know what they do. I know exactly what goes on.
See, now you're insinuating stuff.
No,
Don't.
I'm not
You're-
insinuating.
you are.
You're insinuating. You're saying that they took the plate and put it here and there because they're blowing shit out.
No sense getting into an argument over it.
I know.
I'm not here to argue, but you're insinuating that we're driving your car. We're not.
Well, I'm just
driving-
saying, I mean,
I
how
have 100 cars here. That'd be the last car, honest to God.
Well,
I would-
maybe-
I would take.
I'm not saying you drove it.
They
You know?
don't do that.
It's all right.
Now you're insinuating that they don't do it.
Are you happy with what he's saying?
Well, I mean, you know, the dent from
mean-
the inside out, so something that didn't get bumped, but you're
Yeah.
fixing it, so that's you know, whatever. Yeah. It'd be nice
You want to know why it's like that? You want, from what I understand, you want to know why it's like that?
Would like to.
Yeah, because he rushed it through. I heard they tried to fix it. Okay, and then the bodywork blew up because it wasn't dry and it popped.
What body work? It's a new fender. It's a brand new
No.
fender.
You're not listening to me. They tried to fix it, from what I was told.
Then he tried to fix it, and their work blew up.
And the work, because it was wet, it wasn't cured 100%. When you bake it,
So that,
it popped.
and he's gonna put a new fender on
I
it.
mean, I
The
could
dent
pop
is
it
from the
off.
outside.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. I mean, if you're gonna talk shit to somebody that's been in the business for
Well, you
45
also told me there
years.
was no chips on the hood.
Right.
And I showed him, and it was literally
then I admit it.
muttered in 1,000 chips. Now, who's talking? Who's insinuating anything? Am I lying? Did I not show you that? He told
No.
me that there was nothing on that hood, correct?
No, actually, I was the one that told you that.
He said there was no chips on the hood when we walked outside. I said, "You want me?"
No,
to
I
tell
said
you
there's no
before you
scratches
leave?"
on the car. And I know there was no scratch, or,
You
well,
said
or
there was no
chips
'cause you don't
that
want
wouldn't
to
get
say
covered.
I have it all documented. Don't go there. I'm going to make you a hole in the
Well,
car.
I'm telling you, you're right. You took us out there and you showed us these pin
Don't
holes.
insinuate my guys are stealing the car, because that's what you're
Well,
insinuating.
I'm wondering how the 4 miles got on there, you know?
That doesn't matter. He's making good on it.
All right, go ahead. Hey, go ahead.
So the fender should be here tomorrow. I follow through with everything on my cars. I don't want anything like this to happen.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So I watch my cars. I wasn't here Thursday. That's apparently when it happened. I took it 1 day off. And that's apparently when, from my knowledge, what they told me is when it happened. Why they didn't tell me Friday, I have no idea. Because that car would have never got painted Friday if it was like that.
Yeah.
I would have called and said, look, you're not gonna get your car till next week. You know, you'll get it Tuesday. I have to, you know, something happened, told you what happened, and I'm gonna fix it.
Right.
I would have never, ever made them paint it. Because all it does is clog up the line.
Yeah.